All right, so the energy is pretty strong right now. So first, I have 2 crown chakra affirmations. I'm open to the abundance and the greatness the universe offers. And I am divine and inspired. Okay, so right now you're definitely building up your confidence at this time because you're manifesting abundance. You are realizing that you can receive and achieve everything that you set out to do, anything that you're wanting to do. Okay, and then you're also realizing that you should be embracing change at this time. You can embrace change and you will embrace change. Okay, this energy is literally giving divine feminine, divine masculine. You guys are mirroring each other at this time. Okay, with these positive thoughts and enjoying where you are now, you're starting to be more present. Okay, and you're also starting to be more positive when it comes to the past, as to where you're not only thinking about the negatives, you're thinking about the lessons that you learned and the positive things that you can take from it. You're realizing that there really is a silver lining. Okay, so there's also someone has like a hidden secret, a hidden something, but someone feels like they're burying themselves in work in order to forget you. Okay, because someone cannot stop thinking about you. Someone definitely has a lot of regrets, and that's keeping them from being able to move forward. And they are not able to manage whatever this is mentally. They feel like they are being drained. Bottom of the deck, we got the devil card. So somebody was definitely in karmic energy when you were like dealing with them. So it seems as though somebody is getting a dose of karma. Okay, they have the same sadness and the same feelings that they were trying to manifest within you by treating you the way that they did. And someone is they feeling it. Okay, because you're maintaining these healthy boundaries, right? And then I also could be talking to divine masculine right now. Okay, whoever you are, you have a lot of endless choices and opportunities. And also there are individuals that are viewing you as having so many choices and opportunities. Somebody's also daydreaming about being next to you. Okay, but there's definitely a lot of momentum. You're gaining so much momentum being in this hermit mode. Okay, because you're doing a lot of self-reflection, and a lot of this introspection that you're doing is literally putting you eons above what others may have like assumed about you or thought about you. You have exceeded expectations of the Most High. You've exceeded expectations of your ascended ancestors. You've also exceeded expectations from those around you. Okay, and it's because you are victorious in this new beginning that you have on. Okay, you have made so much forward momentum. Okay, some individuals are thinking some shit that would have took you a year, 2 years to accomplish, you did that shit in like a month. You feel me? Like, that's the type of energy that you got. Yeah, like there was someone that wanted you to feel sorrowful, and then you also you're coming out of a period of where you were very sorrowful. You had a lot of grief. You definitely had something that was holding you back emotionally, and you have definitely, like, you're stepping into that, like having that pride for yourself to realize, hey, I beat that. I beat having these relationship problems. I beat, feeling pessimistic or being in despair. You definitely came out on top, and it's because you had a new perspective on life. Right? You also learn how to have a new perspective on yourself. Okay, I'm talking to somebody that you were very like hard on yourself, and now you're learning like you are special, you are beautiful, and you are worthy of this love. Okay, you also like were having issues with having like a lack of foresight. Okay, you weren't really able to see the lessons in certain situations that happened to you in the past, which is why the Most High kept having you to relearn these lessons over and over again. But that is something that you have definitely released. Okay, but it's not the same to say for this individual from your past, because they're feeling like they're mentally being drained. They feel like their mental was all fucked up. And it's crazy because this was the same individual that when you were going through your things with mentally, they were laughing at you, they were treating you crazy and thinking like, oh, it's nothing wrong with you, you're faking it. Like somebody literally, you're going through depression and somebody had the audacity to say that you were faking this depression. Now they're realizing firsthand that that shit ain't a game, it ain't a joke to go through it mentally. Literally, like if someone was very dishonest, right? And then they were also being very strategic when you were going through something. I'm talking to someone that went to somebody for support, for love, and it's like they just did nothing but scheme. Horrible. And then somebody also had spread lies about somebody in some type of way, and it could have caused you some type of tower moment. Okay, what about this tower card, Holy Spirit? Yeah, so somebody was communicating something, okay? You went through something and you were communicating about how you were feeling, okay? Maybe you were talking to somebody about, you know, opening up to them and just talking about what you're going through, you know? And this individual was celebrating. They were celebrating it. Somebody was happy that you were going through a hard time in your life. This individual is horrible. Yeah, like, and with this King of Pentacles, it's like they were able to help you in some type of way. And they didn't. They just chose not to. Somebody really wanted you to suffer. Yeah, and it's because they were like trying to protect some type of illusion. So that is why, like, they did those things. They were trying to protect some type of illusion. And now it's manifesting, like, in their lives. Because the Magician came out upside down. And then as I got it and brought it to the spread, it came up right side up. So, like, you went through that. It didn't go through in vain. Because, like, now everything that they said and everything that they did when you were going through a hard time, they are facing everything that they said, every lie that they told, okay? Yeah, this is your divine justice. So anticipate some shit happening. Clarify 2 of Wands, Holy Spirit. Anticipate something to happen, or you're about to discover like something. Oh yeah, with this Empress, okay? You are to experience something, like it's either going to be in the form of some abundance, okay? Maybe you have a court case, maybe you sued somebody, or maybe you are realizing like, hey, I'm about to sue your ass. Maybe maybe you are like it has something to be with someone that is, you know, maybe you're currently with child and this could be your child's parent that is not shit or whatever. Like there's a lot being revealed, okay? Clarify, Holy Spirit. There's a lot being revealed. Yeah, and it has to do with you receiving something, okay? Someone's giving something to you. And it's gonna help you like find a lot of balance as well, okay? So if you've been struggling to like, you know, pay your bills on time, okay? I'm hearing someone that is, you know, you're constantly late on your bills and it stresses you out, you know? That sucks. There's gonna be something that is given to you that is going to release that burden that you may be feeling, okay? Maybe it's like you're gonna get some utility assistance or something, or maybe somebody's gonna reach out to you like, hey, I want to pay 2 months of your rent, or your landlord is going to contact you and they're going to be like, oh, you don't have to pay the rent for a month or 2 months or whatever. Like you're going to get something like that, and it's going to cause you a lot of like relief. Yeah, because there's something that was affecting you mentally and it caused you to miss an opportunity in some type of way, okay? And it had something to do with some miscommunication. It had to do with an injustice that happened. There was someone committed to like keeping you confused in some type of way, okay? And right now, as you're moving into a better space right now, right? But you are still working on putting together all the shit that got ruined when you were in this spot where, you know, maybe you were around this person, or, you know, you're just cleaning up somebody else's mess pretty much. There's gonna be something happening to take that load off of you, okay? Because it wasn't your job to clean up whatever they made and did that was like kind of fucked up, and you did walk away from it, and that's definitely really good. So if this is resonating and you haven't walked away from the situation, I definitely recommend that you do, because you're gonna keep missing opportunities if you continue to be around somebody that you know don't fuck with you like that. Okay, move on. Yeah, stand in your honesty and truth. Stand up for yourself, okay? Nobody's gonna speak up for you better than you, okay? Stand in this authority and this power, okay? You are you are to uphold your morals, okay? Because you're seeking divine justice, and you're also calling divine justice as you stand in this power and speak on this honesty and truth, okay? Yeah, like there's somebody that is literally feeling imprisoned, or somebody is imprisoned or about to be imprisoned in some type of way. Let's see, what else? Clarify? Because who is that? Okay, so somebody is feeling like mentally trapped, okay? And this is the star energy is coming up as you, okay? You have a lot of harmony coming towards you, and that is like divine judgment. Somebody's divine judgment is this imprisonment, okay? So somebody is definitely going to jail for something, or in spiritual jail. Yeah, and your judgment is being kind and compassionate, you know, having a good time with these new beginnings. You have a lot of individuals that want to show you that there's not all bad people in this world, okay? Somebody wants to nurture you. Yeah, like somebody sees that you are innocent in some type of situation, okay? You could also have children or want children, but either way, like you still have this childlike innocence about yourself. Yeah, and it was like a lot of fears that really kept you from really standing up to your full potential. And it's like the more that you follow your intuition, the more that you are releasing a lot of these fears that you're feeling, okay? And I literally out of nowhere felt pain in my hand right here. So that was a confirmation. Yeah, like somebody's really bitter. Like they're feeling a lot of pain because, you know, they realized what they were doing was wrong. Like there was somebody that was watching you, or like literally it seems as though you were in contact with this individual and you'd probably talk to them about what was going on with you, okay? And this individual, they liked it. They liked to hear about what was going wrong. Yeah, and that's when you started to like really nurture yourself, okay? Maybe your intuition was telling you that this individual didn't have the same, they didn't have the same intentions for you as you did them. Yeah, and it's like somebody was trying to control you in some type of way, okay? And that is why they didn't want you to really stand in your strength and your power. And it's like now that you're able to stand in your strength and in your power, it is causing someone to feel like they're losing control, okay? Somebody is weird. Yeah, but you have a lot of compassion and also a lot of joy. So it's not like, even though the tables are turned at this time, it's not like you're relishing in this individual going through this turmoil, you know? You're still like, damn, like I wish you would grow. Like I wish you would focus on your healing. And that is also another reason why the Most High is going to pour even more into your cup for it to overflow, because even though these individuals did horrible things to you and they kicked you while you were down, you're not kicking them while they're down. You know, like you're still hoping that they heal. And that's beautiful. That is beautiful. And it's because you're really standing in your confidence and focusing on yourself. And you're on this new journey towards enlightenment. And it's like you're letting go of hatred. You're letting go of being angry, being sad, being resentful. You know, you just want to move forward. And that is what you hope for others as well. Yeah, you are mastering self-control. You are mastering your emotions, okay? And you're also very accomplished, okay? Stand in that power and realize how far you have come, okay? This journey was not easy, but you made it further than a lot of people in your bloodline. Yeah, there was a lot of like tension and harmony, and you know, somebody was also very like complacent. Like these are the generational curses that you broke, okay? Yeah. Your love for yourself and the Most High broke the curse of struggle and poverty. Okay? And it was because of your passion. You are so passionate, and like it irritated another's demons, which is why they felt like they could just do whatever, because they thought you were going to forgive them and keep forgiving them and keep forgiving them. And I also could be talking to like, this could be your family as well. And it's like you literally had to walk away. It broke your heart. It broke your heart to walk away, but you had to in order to save yourself and also future generations around you. Yeah. And now like you're finding your way when it comes to being at joy and at peace, because you didn't have an example of seeing anyone really be at peace and walk into this season of joy. So this is something new for you, but you're very close to success when it comes to you feeling rejuvenated, okay? Maybe it has to do with you getting a new place, getting a new car, something that you really want that will like really give you a fresh start. You know, to where you're not cleaning up another's mess. Expect that to happen very soon, okay? Closing messages. Yeah. Your justice for these individuals that try to cause conflicts when they shouldn't have is your long-term success, okay? Every reward that you get, no one's going to be able to take it from you, okay? Your patience is a virtue, was a virtue, is a virtue. Okay, you are walking into a season of celebration. So start imagining these celebrations that you are going to have, okay? Because it's coming, it's happening really soon. And even right now, pat yourself on the back. You have done an amazing job. It's only up from here. All right? If this resonated, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Continue to live in love and light. Bye.